Hi, hope you are doing well. Today we will talk about arrays, how to use arrays, how to create it, and why it is so useful. Okay, and we will also talk about the types of arrays, how to create them, how to fit them, how to access them. Okay, so array is just like a list where in primitive data type you can store only one value, but in array you can store multiple. Okay, so you can imagine an array as just like a list you are making, maybe for groceries, or maybe for your maybe friend's phone number, or maybe friend's name, anything it could be. Okay, and definitely you can use all the primitive data types to create the array or list, so called. So in Java we don't have now we are talking about the list. So it is the we have two types of data types. One is the primitive, another one is the non-primitive, like a reference type data type. So array is one of them. Array is the reference type data type, and using array what we can do, using array we can store multiple data, multiple values in a single cell. And in one array, actually when we are storing several items, we can access them by their index number. Okay, so now let's see, let me open a paint window from where I will paint something and I will show you. Suppose I want to store some separate values. What I will do, suppose I'm writing here and maybe integer x equal to 10. So, and maybe for an array, integer nums equal to maybe 10, 20, comma 45, comma 99. Okay, that's all, no problem. So when I'm writing this in the computer or in our program, it actually means it will create a single cell in a computer, in a computing memory, and where it will create a little bit bigger cell, and here only it will be stored like this 10. Okay, but here all it will be together maybe 45 or maybe 99. I can create a little bit more gap over here. Okay, so let me just move them. Okay, and they will be divided like this, you can see. Okay, so it will create three different cell, and in three different cell it will put three different values, where all the accessing values will be like this. Like what is the name? It is the nums, right? It is the variable name is the nums, and this cell it will known as 0, this will be 1. Remember, the cell index, it is always starting from the 0. Okay, so here or maybe here you can see, it is only x, and where the value is 10. But here in the place of arrays, here since I have given three values, here we have in a single cell, but in a single cell name is nums, but there's three more inside cells are there, and where 20, 45 and 99 there, it is a value. Okay, and the cell number is starting from 0, and like next one is 1, and the next one will be 2. Okay, and it will be continued. So this is the actual concept of an array, where you can store the multiple value, and definitely this one is the sign of array here, this one, the third bracket. Okay, so when there is a third bracket, it is indicating that sorry, just 1 minute, I have cursor, I can show it. So this one is the indication of array, that if you don't put the third bracket, it doesn't mean, it means normal primitive values, but if you put this sign, it will be an array. So now we'll talk about how to create an array. We have several ways to create an array. Now let's see, maybe let me put it little bit bigger in size. Okay, that's cool. Now I'll show you the first way to create an array. The first one is you have to, let me write the syntax first. Okay, so what is the syntax? First you have to write the data type, and second place you can put third bracket here also, and then you have to put the name of the array and put an equal sign, and then create a new keyword, write a new keyword. Also you can write like this. It is always you have to write new keyword, and then you have to write again, you have to mention the same data type you have mentioned earlier, and here you have to put a third bracket, and inside third bracket you have to put the size of the array you want to create. Also you can write like this instead of, okay, data type and then name, then you can also give the third bracket and new, again data type, close it and put the size, close the third bracket, it's done. So in the example, if I want to show you, suppose I want to put some strings, so I can write strings, then third bracket, maybe friends equal to new string. Here I have to put the size. So maybe I'm having 5 friends, so I can write like this. Okay, so it will create an it will take some space in computing memory, where it will create 5 individual cells, and in these 5 individual cells I can put the values, where the index will start from 0 and it will go up to 4, 0 1 2 3 4, and it is in total number of count, it is total 5. Okay, so this way we can create an array. Also see, now it is about a single dimensional array. Now if I am talking about the types of array, the next point, I must tell you that in your syllabus there are 2 types of arrays. The first one is the single dimensional array, also known as SDA, and second one is DDA, which stands for double dimensional array. Okay, the single dimensional, and DDA for double dimensional array. Okay, so we have 2 types of arrays. Single dimensions means it will create like single row, but where double dimensional array exists for in a row and column features, like you can say it's like a table, it's like a table architecture. So let's see it in some visual presentations. So if I want to forget this everything, if I want to create a DDA here, what I'll do, suppose I'm writing here the syntax, maybe integer x, then since I am going to create a double dimensional array, I have to put 2 array sign, okay, and equal to new. Here again I have to put integer, and here I have to put, maybe I'm writing 2 and I am writing 3 here. Okay, so what it will do, the first one is the row and second one is the column. So in the computing memory, immediately it will create an array, okay, with 2 rows and with 3 columns. Okay, so this is the column number 1 2 and 3, this is the row number 1 and 2. Okay, so you can see the first one is the first size is the row size, and second one is the column size. Okay, so this is a double dimensional array where I can keep data like a table, like in a row and table format, and in the single dimensional array where there is only one row, okay, and you can keep multi columns. So you can create several columns according to your wish in single dimensional array, but in double dimensional array you can create the rows as well as the columns according to your wish. Okay, so this is the syntax for creating a single dimensional array, and this is the syntax for creating a double dimensional array. So now let's jump into our next positions. What I want to tell you here one more time, the DDA, how to create an array, the DDA array. Definitely the first one was the single dimensional array. The second one I'm going to show you the syntax. It is same, like you have to put the data type, then you have to put, and you put the name of the array, and you put here two third bracket and write new. Again you have to put the data type you want to mention. Okay, and here you have to put row, that means size of the row, and here you have to put the column. So you have to put the size of the row and size of the column. In example, if I want to create, suppose I just want to make a table for my store for my friends data. So string friends friends equal to new string. Okay, and here maybe the row number, I have 10 friends, so 10 separate row, and I want to store their three attributes or four attributes here. Okay, so I can keep like this. So you can, in the first attribute you can keep their friend's name, the second attribute you can keep the friend's phone number, then friend's email, then friend's date of birth. So it is completely up to your choice. Okay my dear, so now what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to show you because we have already discussed the types of array and the declaration also, how we are creating, how we are declaring the array also we have discussed here. Now what I am going to do, I am just going to initialize them. I am going to initialize them and I am just going to access them. Okay, so I'll just initialize the two types of array and I'll put the values there and I'll show you how to access them. That's all. So let's jump into the BlueJ window, and here let me create a class for intro where I'm going to give the introductions about an array. Just hold on. So what I'll do, I'll create two separate main functions, one for the single dimensional array, another one will be the for the double dimensional array. It is for your better understanding. Public class intro, and here public static void main. So the first program, what I'll do, I'll try to give you an example of single dimensional array. Then the second example I'll show you the double dimensional array. Also I will show you one more tricks today. So how to create, I'm going to create a number array, maybe integer number array sign equal to new integer, maybe I'm giving 5. Okay, absolutely fine, or okay, no problem. Let me put it 3, let me make it a little bit smaller. So now it is now I have declared an array. It is an integer array. The name of the array is num, and it can store only 3 values. Okay, so this is the how to creating an array here. And the next page, initializing the values, or initializing few values I can write. So how to initialize them? Definitely I have to use the index number to initialize them. So I'll write num0 equal to maybe 90, and number 1 will be maybe 60, and number 2 it will be maybe 35. Okay, so I have initialized 3 different values in the 3 different cells of num array. Now what I'll do, I'll try to access them. Okay, so maybe ICSE access them, or maybe I can make it little smaller, maybe maybe 10, and because I'm going to do something, so it will be easier for you. So 10, 20 and 35. So I'm taking one more integer variable, maybe integer result, and what I'll do, I'll just add them in a separate place. So number. So when you are trying to access them, you just have to write the array name, and inside the third bracket you have to put the the index number. So I'm writing index number 2 plus number, maybe index number 1, and then plus number, index number 0. Okay, so here I am done with the result. Now only I'll display the system.out.println. So here I will put the result. Okay, so since I have given the result, we can do, we can run the function, and you can see it is giving the answer 65. So how it is giving the answer 65? You can see. So I have stored all the three values in num array. The first value was 10, second was 20, and the third one is 35. So 10 and 20, 30, and again 35, so it is 65. So here in this example, I have created an array, I have initialized them with separate values, and then I have accessed them. And by accessing them, I have used I did a summation, or I did a addition program. So where I have tried to add all these three values in a separate result variable, and then I am just displaying them. So this is the use. Okay. So one more thing I just want to tell you. Maybe you have seen this one. You have written public static void. So you are writing main. Maybe instead of main I have one more main. So instead of writing main, I am writing main 2. So you are familiar with this one, right? ARGS and third bracket. Now you will remember that what is actually a string ARGS main for. This one is a string array. Okay, so simply here I am writing system dot so here I am simply writing system dot out dot println, maybe ARGS and 0, and I'll repeat this maybe thrice. Okay, and or maybe fourth time, so it will be 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so you will say, sir, this is meaningless, because I have not given any kind of program. So simply I'm just writing ARGS 0, ARGS 1, 2, and 3, and here in the parameter I have a string args. So how to use this parameter? Actually today you will learn. So I'm going to show you the main function 2. If I'm running main function 2, it is asking me to give to pass and string args variable. So I can put a second curly bracket, and I can, maybe I have a frame name, his name is Eric, and it is Altos, and I have one more friend, his name is Eliza. Okay, so I have Eliza, Altos, Eric, and I have Jishan. Okay, so I'm passing 4 different values using an array. So if you hit, it is showing your name, all the my friends name, Eric, Altos, Eliza, and Jisan. Now I'm just a little bit excited how it is actually working, and I'm just going to tell you, I'm just going to give you the brief. So when I'm writing string args and third bracket, actually I'm creating an array in the parameter, and I'm telling the system you must receive an parameter which will be an array. And when you are just trying to run the function, it is getting the array input from user, and it is displaying what is the value of args at the position of 0, 1, 2, and 3. So all the values you are passing through, it is coming here and it is displaying. Okay, so this is the array, how to create them, how to use them, and how to access them. Okay, one more separate, see, this is all I have created separately, but one more way also there, how to create directly. Okay, so that one also I'm going to show you. Public static void main 3, and what I'll do here, I'll write string, or maybe let me put integer nums third bracket equal to, and instead of, if you want to put all the value directly, you don't have to initialize the array first. You can write like this: in a third bracket you can put all the possible values you want to put. Okay, whatever you want, it doesn't matter. Okay, suppose I'm done here. Now how to show them dynamically, because you don't know the value, the number of elements. So if you don't know the number of elements, then it will be little bit tough for you to display all the items. But don't worry, we have for loop here. Integer I equal to 0, I less than nums. Here is a property num dot length. So if you are using the length property, you can easily run a loop. So since the variable name is nums, let's put a third bracket and put this I, because I is a dynamic value here. So if I'm going to run this main function 3, it will display me all the elements without knowing how many elements are there. It may be thousands, it may be million, it may be billion, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I have increased some more values here, but if you hit, it will display all the values you have entered or present in the array. Okay, so now you have learned how to create single dimensional array, how to use them. Now similarly we have double dimensional array. I am going to show you. Public static void DDA. So similarly, what I am going to do, I am going to create a string array. Okay, and string maybe friends equal to new string. The number of rows, maybe I have 3 friends, and the number of columns is also 2 only. Okay, so I'm done here, and now I'll put the value here. Okay, I'll put the value. So here I'm planning to use, okay, just hold on. Okay, so friends and the 0 row and 0 column, I want to put the name, maybe Eric, and friends 0 number column, sorry, and 0 number row, 1 number column, I want to put the phone number, maybe 1 2 3 4. Okay, 1 2 3 4 is the phone number for him. So this is the row number 1. That means actual row number, index number 0, but it's a row number 1. So similarly, friends row number, index number 1 and column number 0, maybe I want to keep Eliza. Okay, so let's copy and paste, so it will be little bit easier for me. And here it will be 1, the row number, okay, number 2, and here the first one is 0 and second one will be the 1. Now for the Eliza phone number is 956, sorry, my num block was off, 956, okay, 4510202, or maybe for Eric it is 96413393, 9641339361, and here for ZWSH and Jisan it may be 779788 Oh, 7797 166 888. Okay, so I have stored my friend's name and including their mobile number in double dimensional array. Okay, so this is the, I can write first row, sorry, first column, and it will be the, sorry, first row, second column. Okay, it will be second row and first column, it will be second row and second column, it will be third row first column, it will be third row second column. Okay, so now if I want to display them all, let me give display all values. So I'm just writing a for loop to run it automatically. Integer I will be 0, I will be less than, the row number, it is less than 2, that means 0 and 1, and I plus plus. So this is for the rows and this is for columns, but you can, because since I have only two values, I can display like this: system.out.println hello my friend, and here I will write friends friends. So the in the first row, first column, we have kept their name. So friends, I can write here I, so it will be it will be auto, and here the second position, it will be always 0, because I know it's in the 0 positions I have my friend's name. Okay, hello my friend, your mobile number, and the mobile number, it is in the second column, so I'll put 1 here. And for beautify this program, I'll add few asterisk there, that's all. Okay, so I'm just closing and going to run this DDA. You can see hello my friend Eric, your mobile number I have, hello my friend Eliza, and your mobile number. So since I have run this array 2 times, it is showing my 2 friends, and I can also run this one for 3 times because I have stored 3 values there, and it will go. So you can see hello my friend Eric, your mobile number, hello my friend Eliza, your mobile number, hello my friend Jishan, and the mobile number. So it is showing 3 different friends name along with their mobile number. And now what we can do here, I'm going to intentionally make an error. So I have written, instead of 3, I have written 4, and I am trying to run the DDA. You can see one error it is coming. What error it is coming? It is coming array index out of bound exception. There is a out of bound exceptions. When you don't have the value, when you don't have the index number, but you are still trying to search it, it will give you an array index out of bound exception. Okay, so you can see I can open the code, and I can open the execution window, and you can see java.lang array index out of bound exceptions, index 3 out of bounds for the length 3. So I have a length of 3 because I have index number. So I have index number 0 1 2, I have index number up to 2, where I am trying to search the index number with 3, which is impossible because I don't have it. Okay, so that's why it is given error. So please keep it, remember, while you are searching something, it should be within the bound index. Okay, so that's all here, and this is how we are creating an double dimensional array, how we are using them. This is how we are creating and single dimensional array. I have given so many examples how to create them, like direct or indirect, like you can assign them first, then you can feed the value again, and you can use them. Okay, so all the things you can do with the array, like listing the values, and you can, the most important thing why I love and why others, all the developers love, all the computer programmers, they love this array, just because you can store several value in a single variable. You don't have to worry about taking or initializing lots of variables for separate values and maintaining them, remembering their name. But here, but by just remembering only a single variable, you can access all the values by their index number.